Hello, I wanted to make this video to introduce some of the features of Canvas Studio. I'll start with the basic information. What is Canvas Studio? I typically tell people that it is kind of like YouTube for education. It is pretty much a media platform that makes it easy to share audio and video files. It is available for both instructors and students. Instructors can use it to make videos, get some insights, add questions to videos to make short quizzes, and students can use it to reply to prompts from their instructors. I will show you how to access Canvas Studio. I'll also show you how to add subtitles to a video, how you can use Canvas Studio to do a screen capture and create a video, how to make a studio quiz, and how to add content to a page from Canvas Studio, and how to share media with others. There are three options available. You can use the rich content editor to access Canvas Studio. You can click on the studio link within a course, or the easiest option is to click on the studio logo in the global navigation menu, and this is going to be found on the left of all the Canvas pages. Now, each one of these different options has its own pros and cons. I like this option because it shows me my full library all at once. Here, I can see the videos that I've uploaded from my personal computer, along with any videos that I've added from YouTube. Those ones will have the YouTube logo right on the bottom of the thumbnail. In this particular view, I'm seeing that there are 2 videos that I've added from YouTube. I can also see the collections, and the collections are just videos that I've basically collected and they are similar, so I put them all in one particular spot. So this is the first option, and this is always going to show you your full library. Now, what are the other 2 options? As I said earlier, the second option is to click on Studio in the left navigation bar within a course. In this case, I've placed mine in the second spot. Now, if you don't see Studio in this area over here, then it may be just hidden from your view. So to enable the view, we're going to click on Settings and then navigate to the Navigation tab up on top. And mine is already second, but yours may be on the bottom list, which makes it invisible. All you have to do is click and drag it from one list to another, and you could place it wherever you want in the list. I'm gonna put it second because that makes it easier for me to find it later on. As soon as you are satisfied with the location of Studio in this area, you could just click on Save to the bottom of the page, and now your Studio link should appear second in the list, just like it does for me. Obviously, you don't have to put it second, you can put it anywhere you wish. But clicking on this link will reveal the videos that you've added to this particular course. So the difference between this view and the one that I showed you earlier over here is that now we're seeing the course specific videos. So these are the ones that I added to this fake class. In this case, I haven't added any videos, so that's why we're not seeing anything on this particular page. The third and final option is to use the rich content editor on any page to access Studio. To do that, you can click on this V that indicates external tools. You will end up seeing Canvas Studio. You can click on that to access the full library. Now, there may be a chance that eventually this icon will move from this external tool list to be somewhere up here. That's a work in progress at this point. You may be wondering how you can go about adding media files to Canvas Studio, and there are several ways to do that. You can import videos from your computer or from YouTube. Unfortunately, at this moment, Vimeo and other sites are not supported, so we're only limited to YouTube. What this means is that you can bring videos that you've pre-recorded on your computer, you can import them to Canvas Studio, or you can bring your favorite YouTube video to Canvas Studio and use it in a course shell. Another third method is to record media on the fly using a tool called Screencast-O-Matic. This is a tool that records your webcam or your screen. You can do both at the same time or one or the other. Let me show you how to do this. I'll begin by importing a video from my computer to Canvas Studio. I'm going to import the video to my full library. This is the reason why I clicked on the Canvas Studio logo in the left side of my global navigation. The plus add button is on top right. I'm going to click it. I can drag and drop the file into this little area, or I can browse for the file. My file is in the desktop area in a folder called Studio Files. I'll go ahead and add this one called View from Up Here. As soon as you add the video, it's going to start uploading. This may take time depending on the length of the video. In the meantime, while this is uploading, let me show you how to add a YouTube video. Plus add, and in this case, we just need to add the URL of the video. In my case, I have already saved the URL somewhere on my computer, so I can copy paste it, and I'll just click add. As soon as I do that, the video will be added to my library. It will show up first in the list. And as you can see, as promised, it is there. And it has the YouTube logo. That's how I know it's been added successfully. Whereas this is the video that I've uploaded from my computer. It does not have that YouTube logo on the bottom of the thumbnail. Finally, we can record videos on the fly using this record feature in the top right corner. This uses a tool called Screencast-O-Matic, and we usually recommend to keep these videos limited to 5 and 10 minutes. You don't want to go longer than that because then editing the videos will take more time. Besides, you're using the resources of your computer to do these recordings, and depending on the age of your computer, it might slow down your computer. Again, I can decide whether I want to do a screen capture or a webcam capture. It's not the end of the world if you click one and you accidentally click the wrong one. You can always switch in between during the recording. I'll do a screen capture for the moment. If this is your first time using the record feature, you will see something like this at the end of the loading screen. In my case, I have to download the tool to my computer so that I can do the recordings. I'll proceed with the download. The file will download. It will take a few seconds for it to completely finish downloading, and I'll show you what the installation process looks like. It's very straightforward. Depending on your internet speed, it may take a few minutes for the file to completely download, but once it's fully downloaded, you can click on the file to proceed with the installation. Again, this is only going to be done the first time you use the tool. Once you use it for the first time and you do the installation, it just turns on automatically. At this point in time, it has been added to my computer. So if I click on record again and click on screen capture, I should have no problems. I'll give it permission to start the application. As you can see, a dashed rectangle appeared on my screen and everything within this rectangle will be recorded. You can also decide whether you want to record the screen only or both the screen and the webcam by clicking on these different icons. You can adjust the screen size, what you want to capture, what kind of frame. You can do other adjustments in this area. So in my case, I'll just go ahead and click record and show you what that process looks like. And you can say, hello students, welcome to my course. I'll go ahead and show you how to draw. So I click the little pencil and then I can adjust colors, thickness of the pencil. I can do arrows, boxes. However, I can draw in this box. So everything that's going on between these 4 dashed lines will be recorded. So let me go ahead and stop using the pencil. I'll go ahead and erase whatever I wrote. Again, you don't have to do that. You can keep it there. You can write whatever you want. You don't have to erase. But once you are finished using the pencil, you could just click the pencil again. And if you navigate to a different area, that will be captured because it is within the frame. So everything that's happening in the background is being captured at this point. And I'm finished with the recording. I'll just click pause. And I think I'm happy with the recording. If I'm not happy, I could just delete everything, start over, or I could just click done. In this area, I can do some adjustments. In my case, I have some empty spaces in the middle. I could go ahead and edit the video to remove those empty spaces if I wish. But let's pretend I'm satisfied with everything here. I'll just give it a title. I can add a description if I wish, and I could just finally upload. Depending on your internet speeds and connection, it may take a while for this to upload, and again, it depends on the length of the video. The longer the video, the more time it's going to take to upload, but when it's finished, it's going to upload to your library. When the upload is finished, you will get a successful upload. When I reload my page, my video should be in the list. It's in the first spot over here and it says processing. And there we go. Now it's ready to be used. We can click on view to view the video that we recorded together. And you can say, hello students, welcome to my course. I'll go ahead. So as you can see, the recording is ready to go. We can now use it in a course if we wish, or we could do whatever else we would like with it. For example, adding captions. So obviously before uploading the video, I could have done a lot of edits. There are options to blur parts of this recording. You can add boxes and text. You can add music to your files, whatever. I just kept it super plain and just uploaded it for the sake of making this video as short as possible. What I'd like to show you next is how to embed a video from Canvas Studio on one of your Canvas pages. You can permit students to comment on the video, talk to each other or to you, ask questions about the videos or give you feedback about the video. You can also allow them to download the video if you wish. Now, you cannot allow them to download videos that you've added from YouTube because you are technically not the owner of the video. But any videos that you've added with the Screencast-O-Matic feature or videos that you've added from your personal computer can be downloaded. This is especially helpful for those students that don't have strong internet at home. They'll be able to download the videos on campus, for example, and go home and watch the videos offline. To show you how to do this, I'm going to go to a blank Canvas page. I'm going to give this one a title, and I'm going to add some text. Next, I'll add the video by going to External Tools, selecting the Canvas Studio logo next, which will open up my library. And I could choose the video that I want from the list. Once you pick the video, you can allow comments and you can let students download the video. We are not limited to one video at a time. We can add multiple videos to the same page. So here is another video. Again, click on the Rich Content Editor, Canvas Studio. Let me select this time a YouTube video. This is from YouTube because it has the YouTube logo. And as you can see, the download option disappears. For this one, I'm going to prevent comments, just to show you what it looks like when it's set. Let us save and publish this page so we can take a look at how it looks. So right off the bat, you can see some major differences between the first video on top of my page and the second video on the bottom of my page. For instance, the top video has the extra information on the bottom, the details, which students can see. Comments that they would leave will appear over here. Insights just tells me who's seen my video, how much time they spent watching the video. In this particular case, none of my students have seen the video yet. And the final tab allows me to add captions. Again, the bottom video does not have all those features. Also, notice how there's a download button up in the top left corner on this video, whereas that does not exist on the one down here. As you can see, when I hover over the video, my YouTube logo appears in the middle, reminding me that this video came from YouTube. The same is not true up here. This is the video that I've added from my personal device. It doesn't have that YouTube play button in the middle. To show you what a student would see if they visited this page, they see, like we said earlier, the details, the name of the video, along with who's uploaded it. In this case, it's me, and any comments that their classmates or you have left. These comments, by the way, show up in real time. For example, if I leave a comment after 1 second, and the students start watching it, after 1 second, they will see the comment pop on the bottom right corner of the video. So let me demonstrate. So I can stop right there and say, hey, great video. And notice how when the student leaves that comment, it will be left at 003, meaning after 3 seconds of playback. And it pops on the screen as well. It pops there for a split moment. So again, if I am a different student watching this, or if I'm the instructor watching this, I can see the comment popping on my screen. I can click on the comment to go down to the list, and I can now reply to that comment and have a conversation with my classmate. The second one down here is this little different story. When I click play, and I don't have the option to comment. Let's discuss video captions at this point in time. We talk about captions to make videos accessible, and requesting captions in Studio is very simple and straightforward. And as a matter of fact, Canvas claims that their system is about 85% accurate. This makes it easy to add captions, and we can also edit those captions, fix any typos, add punctuations, that kind of deal. Unfortunately, for videos that you brought from YouTube, the process is a little bit more problematic. Studio does not caption those videos. Although we can still caption them, it's a little bit more tricky. There's a lot of information on captioning in the Canvas Essential module for Studio. And you can view that module by clicking on the Help button, then navigating to Canvas Essentials Southwestern Resource Site. Let me show you how we can add captions. It's very straightforward, and we'll go back to that page that we were creating earlier together where we added the two videos. As you can see on the first video, I've got the details, the comments, insights, and also the caption tab that we were mentioning in the previous video. In this case, I don't have any SRT files. I would like to request captions to be done automatically. So I'll just go ahead into the first area over here and mention the English language that is being spoken in this video and just click on request. Now, depending on the length of the video, this process could take a little bit of time. Computer is going through the video, listening to all the words that I'm saying and trying to decipher what I said. When it is ready, it will say, hey, here's what I think you said. Would you like to edit and then publish the transcript? In this particular instant, I expect the system to do everything very quickly because the video is about 16 seconds long. So when I click request, it will say queued, and soon it will turn into review and publish. The nice thing about this is, if the video is taken too long when it's queued, you can navigate away from this page. When the process is finished, you get actually an email saying, hey, the captions are ready. Would you like to review them and publish them so that people, your students, can see them? In this case, I'm just going to click on review and publish to see what the captions look like. Maybe do some minor edits, add some punctuation, and I'm satisfied with the captions. I'll just click publish. And now we can see that the captions have been published. Now, at this point in time, there is no CC button up here in the interface, but as soon as reload the page, I will be able to see that button show up. So let me go ahead and reload. And you can see my page is reloading at this point, and on the interface, we have a new closed captions button. We can click on that to select English, and we can now play the video. Hello world, I am making this video offline for the purposes of training, so Let me pause here for a second and talk about what's happening. So on the top of my screen, that's where we see the captions. In the bottom right hand side of the video is the comment we left earlier. We can click on that comment. If it's not visible, if the page was too small, it will scroll automatically down to show us the comment that was left, along with some information on how long ago it was made and at which point in time in the video it was made. Unfortunately, the second video, the one from YouTube, is going to be a little bit more problematic, but I'll show you how to do that in a few moments. Now, you might be wondering, do I have to first embed the video and publish the page in order to be able to do this whole process of captioning? And the answer is no. We can always go to the library and prepare the captions ahead of time. For instance, we earlier made this video. We called it Hey. Not a very creative name, but it gets the job done. In this case, I'm going to click on captions, and this is a longer video, so I expect the process to take a little bit more time actually. But again, I spoke English in that video, so I'd like to request the captions. And there we go. It wasn't terribly long, but now it's ready to be reviewed and published. So again, you can click on review and go through the list, go through the transcript, decide if you like what you see here or not. When you're ready to go, you can click on publish, and refreshing the page will show us that now captions have been enabled for that video. And as you can see, the closed captions button is now visible, and we can turn them on and off. We can also see that the captions have been added to the video in this area. Now, let's discuss a YouTube video. So I have previously added this video from YouTube, and if I click on view, unfortunately, the captions tab does not allow me to request captions, but I can always upload my own file to add captions to this video. Now, these files are called SRT files. They contain timestamps along with the words that are being said in the video. There are different websites that will extract what's being said in this video and put timestamps next to it, and I've done that previously. And the language that is being spoken in this video is actually English. So I'm going to request to upload an English file. I can navigate to my computer to find it, but here it is. And as you can see, I'm going to navigate to the end, and you can see it's an SRT file. You can barely see that at the very end. But I'm going to click open, and that will upload the file, and instantly you get that button. And now you can see when I play it, there will be captions added to the video as well.
A specific course in Canada.
And again, the captions will appear on top of my screen, just like before. A neat feature that exists in Canvas Studio is the ability to make short quizzes out of your videos. To do that, you can add questions to the videos to make quizzes. There are 3 types of questions available at this point in time: the multiple choice questions, true, false, and then finally multiple answers. The main difference between multiple choice and multiple answers is that multiple choice allows for one correct solution, whereas multiple answers, the question could have multiple true answers. Now, the questions can be hidden from the student until they view that part of the video, or you can make the questions visible on the timeline of the video. If you would like the student to watch the full video, then you may want to consider making the questions hidden from view. Now, the videos with quizzes will have a rocket logo in the top right corner, indicating that this video has a quiz attached to it. As a matter of fact, the same video can have multiple quizzes attached to it, and you can make these quizzes sync automatically with the gradebook, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So let's start by going to the library. Again, I always like to go here because it's the easiest way to access Studio for me. And as you can see, there's a video over here from YouTube with a rocket logo in the top right corner. So that means that this video has a quiz attached to it. By the way, if I click on the 3 dots, I'll be able to see that there's actually 2 quizzes attached to this same video. So for example, if I'm teaching a Spanish 101 class and a Spanish 105 class, I can use the same video in both classes and have a simple quiz and a more advanced quiz available. Let me show you one of those quizzes so that you can see what the setup looks like. I'll go to the simple one. Once the screen loads, you end up seeing the video. It's in full screen at this point, and I have these little question marks on the timeline. Those are the places where I've put in my questions. I can always click on the gear to make some edits, change the name of the quiz, the description of the quiz, whether I would like to hide the question markers on the timeline or not. So basically, I want the questions to have those little blue bubbles that student can just click there and answer the question without watching the video. Or do I really want to have it hidden so that the students do not see those question marks on the timeline? They'll have to watch the video, and as they come to that section, the video will pause. They will see the question in the middle of their screen. They'll have to answer it before they can continue watching the video. So again, depending on what your preferences are, you can go with one or the other. In my case, I'll leave it visible so that we can see the questions later on when I embed this quiz on the page to show you what it looks like from the student perspective. The first question I added was a multiple choice question. I can shuffle the answers. If you wish to add an answer, you can just click plus answer. And for none of the above, it doesn't make sense for it to get shuffled. I can always lock it in place by using the lock on the side. I can give my students feedback on whether they picked the right answer or the incorrect one, or general feedback that I would like them to see when they answer this question. We can also give partial credit, for example, and full credit. Let's click save. Let's take a look at the second question in this case. It's a true-false question. And again, I can give feedback to my students. And finally, I can look at the third question. Again, it's a true-false question, and I'll just save my work. I'll just click done, and all my work is now saved. If I'm doing this for the first time ever, I would pick my favorite video, click on the 3 dots to open up the menu, and then click on create quiz. I can give it a name. I can add a description, and I can decide whether I would like to hide the question markers or not. If you decide one way or the other and change your mind later, it's not a problem. You can always change that by clicking on the gear in the top right corner. You can play the video and add the questions along the way, or you can go to a specific spot and just put a plus sign and then add the type of question that you wish. When you are finished, you can save all your work and you'll end up getting that rocket in the top right corner. In this case, it's a silly quiz. I didn't really add any questions. So, I just want to show you what the process looks like, but we didn't do any actual work. So let me show you how you can now make an assignment where the student can watch, for example, this video about Neil Armstrong and answer those questions and have it sync automatically with the gradebook. There are multiple ways to embed the quiz, depending on whether you want it to sync automatically or just be a practice quiz. There are different types of setups. The setup I'm going to show you right now will embed a quiz as an assignment that will sync automatically with the gradebook. Now, the quizzes on Studio can be taken multiple times, so there's no way to limit the number of attempts that a student has. Unfortunately, this is a feature or bug, whatever you want to call it, of Canvas Studio. So let me go ahead and navigate to Assignments, and I'll just click plus assignment. And I'd like to call this one Studio Quiz. I can add my text. And at this point, I'm going to first give it 10 points for the assignment, assign it to the homework group, and down below where it says submission type, I have to decide carefully on external tools. Once you pick external tools from this list, then you'll end up having this new field. I'll click on Find and select Canvas Studio. Once you select it, the new window will open, allowing you to decide which video you want to choose. And obviously we want a quiz video, so we're going to choose one with a rocket. So we've got multiple available. We've got this one up here and we've got the Neil Armstrong. I'm gonna pick that one. This time, instead of doing a standard embed, over to the second tab, which says Canvas Video Quiz Embed. There are 2 quizzes, the easy simple one and the more advanced one. You can decide which one you prefer. I'm going to pick the simple one and then click on Embed. Click Select. And even if I limit the number of attempts to 1, students will still be able to repeat the quiz as many times as they wish. Unfortunately, like I said, that's a feature/bug. And at this point, I'm going to click Save and Publish. When a student comes to this page, they will see the same thing I'm seeing right now. They will click Get Started and they will take the quiz, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. But before I do that, let's look at what's going on down here. Again, the comments section is gone. We still have the details. We still have the insights to see who's seen the video. Captions, if we haven't added the captions yet, we can add captions. Remember, this is a YouTube video, so we would have to upload our own SRT file, which I'm not going to do at this instant. Then finally, the quiz results. Now, what does this look like from a student perspective? So we're taking a look at it from the student perspective at this point in time, and they can access this page by clicking on assignments. They can also go to their calendar. They can go to syllabus, anywhere where they normally see the regular assignments. This will also appear. It will have our text up here, some information about the deadlines and things like that. And now down below, they will see the details, the name of the video, who uploaded it, and the quiz results. And obviously we haven't taken a quiz yet, so we're not going to see the results. So if I'm a student in this class, I could just click on Get Started.
Houston, this Neil, radio check.
And as you can see on the timeline, I could see the 3 questions. So if I'm a person who doesn't have a lot of time, I could just click on those question marks and I can see the question. Okay, you know, I think I'm going to pick this one and click on continue. If I click rewatch, it will take me back to the start of the video and replay from the beginning. Now I could continue watching from the first question to the second question, or if I want to, I can always click on the question mark to go directly to that question and answer the question. So obviously you see it pauses the video, it pops this thing on my screen, and I made it full screen so that we can see what's going on. And you know, I'm gonna say, no, today is not a good day. Or maybe, yes, today is a good day. I don't know. Let's see, let's pick one. Again, if I click rewatch, it will take me to the first question and play from the first question until the question number 2. If I click on continue, the video plays, and I muted it so that we don't get the sound from the video so you can understand and hear what I'm saying. I can go straight to the third question at this point, and you can see I'm skipping around a lot. And if you don't want the student to skip around, then make sure you hide those questions from the timeline. And I think he didn't say that. I know it's not true, but you know, I'm gonna just make a mistake on purpose so that we can see what it looks like. Let's click on continue. And now I've got a choice as a student. I can let the video play out until the end and turn the assignment in, or I could just go to the timeline and skip all the way to the end and just let it play out the last couple of seconds and click on submit the quiz. When I click on submit quiz, I'll have the option to retake it. And this is what we were talking about earlier. Even though there's only 1 attempt allowed, students can repeat the quiz as many times as they want right now. And below, I can see the quiz results. So it seems like I answered the first question right, the second question right, but then the third one, we purposely made a mistake there. So we lost the point. As a student, I can go to my grades and look at the grade, and obviously it updated automatically. And as an instructor, I can also see that the grade for that student uploaded automatically. Let's talk about sharing videos. So obviously you can share videos with students by embedding the videos on the Canvas pages, but you can also share the videos with other instructors and allow them to use them in their courses. There are 2 types of ways you can share videos. You can share and let the videos be just viewed, or you can also allow the videos to be edited. So you can basically share the video with somebody and let them edit the video, download it, so on and so forth. We can do that by going to the Studio library, and here we can share individual videos or whole collections. And to share any videos with anyone is very straightforward. You just click on the 3 dots in the bottom right corner and just click on share media. Now there are 2 types of ways you can share. You can generate a public link, which means that whoever has this particular link can now see the media. That person doesn't have to be a student or instructor. As long as they have this link, they can watch the media that you have in your library. You can also use the embed code to share with others so that they can embed the media on their page. Now you can also share with specific people that work in your college district by adding the name or the email of that person in this field over here. You can decide whether you'd like to allow them to view only or also edit. Once you finish adding the name of the person, you can click on add, and as soon as you click on add, that person will get the video. It will appear automatically in their library, and now they can go ahead and view it or edit depending on what you decided. When you share with the people and you're happy with the results, you can click on done to leave this page, or you can just close with the X. Same way to share collections. The difference here is there is no public link because we're sharing multiple videos. We can share the full list of videos with a specific person in the same district by putting the name of that person or the email. Again, deciding whether we want them to be able to just view or also edit. And once you put the name of the person, decide the settings, you can add that person's name and they will be able to now view or edit the videos depending on how you decided you want it to be.